guests continue to be with us. BJP Shazia Ilmi, who I'll go across now to. Because Shazia, do you think that in this moment, while of course it's a political allegation against BJP, that it's your party who's trying to attack all opposition netas, but do you think this could be a moment where the India bloc has in fact got together? They had internal differences all this while. Could this, do you think, become a moment for them to stand against BJP? How do you view the situation?
Well, I saw the brazen defense of blatant corruption by a big beneficiary of Aam Aadmi Party who has been given bungalows and a huge post and salary. So obviously he has to do what he has to do. But every time you ask questions on the scam itself, every time you mention Indo Spirits, you mention Samir Mahindru, you mentioned Vijay Nair. You mentioned the deal that happened between K Kavitha and Sanjay Singh and Manish Sisodia, where the policy was formulated and implemented.
As claimed by the ED. I'm not saying anything, Shazia. ED is charging that.
Allow me to, let me finish. I think you give ample time to Jasmine, and I think you should do the same. So every time you raise the question of the South Group, you talk about Sharath Reddy, BJP is responsible. You talk about Maganta Reddy, BJP is responsible. You talk about K Kavitha, it's the same, BJP. You say, why did the South Group get 9 zones out of 31 zones? It's the BJP. You talk about the phone call made by Vijay Nair for Samir Mahindru to Arvind Kejriwal. It's the BJP. You talk about why the policy was made and then taken back. It's the BJP. You ask the questions about why was there a loss to exchequer of 2,673 crores. Is the BJP. You ask the question of why did blacklisted companies get were made to profiteer? Is the BJP. You ask the question of policy was brought out with a 12% profit margin for wholesalers and almost 185% profit margin for retailers. And that also some of the blacklisted companies.
Shazia, as you are speaking, there's big news coming in. I get your point. I get what your point is. That the policy that was being made, what had that got to do with BJP? Supreme Court has agreed to give an immediate hearing to Arvind Kejriwal's plea challenging ED arrest. It's a special bench headed by Justice Sanjiv Khanna. Hearing the K Kavitha plea will also hear the Kejriwal matter immediately. We are told Justice Sanjiv Khanna, Justice Sundresh and Justice Bela Dwivedi will hear this plea by Arvind Kejriwal and basically by the Aam Aadmi Party's legal team. Nalini Sharma will be tracking all the court updates on that. Shazia, I come to you quickly on this. You're not just a BJP spokesperson. You were associated with the Aam Aadmi Party. With a lot of hope, you were part of their India Against Corruption movement. I remember you with Arvind Kejriwal on the stage with Anna Hazare, even with the party. And then you decided to, you fell out basically with how the party was following. How do you look at from 2012, 2013 to 2024 about what's unfolding today?
I think the truth is finally being unfolded. I was hounded and treated very badly because I left, because I'm a 100%er. I could see this happening. And it was terrible what was happening even then, how tickets were being given out in lieu of money. And I knew that what they said, they did not practice what they preached. And there were a lot of anomalies between what they were saying and doing. But here, when you look at the merits of the case, and I feel so sad actually because all of us believed in them. This is Arvind Kejriwal who spoke against corruption. Yes. This was a party with a difference. This is a party whose only rationale was corruption and anti-corruption. So I feel very sad that I gave so many years of blood and sweat to this party, and there's so many people out there who feel the same way. And you just see that the liquor policy, you see the Delhi Jal Board, you just see NKG Enterprises, which was not technically qualified, but was still given the contract. Why was
clearly,
it given?
you sound and look very angry and agitated. Shazia Ilmi saying, I wasted my years.
Politics. Why political? Why not?
And she's saying, according to her, that a truth has certainly surfaced at this point.